but I don't know
he
if he wants
started
to
that
do it.
way. So
Yes. Okay.
Well, he needs to tap into it a little bit, just a
Well,
little bit more.
here's the thing. I think this time next year there is no New Day,
Oh yeah, I don't see that happening. Either.
so
Yeah.
he'll probably heel turn
Yeah.
and go singles. Kofi will be back to singles. Maybe they stick with Xavier Woods, but I doubt it. I'm not even sure if Xavier Woods is going to be with WWE this time next year.
Good
Because
question.
they just released, 16 more people?
Yeah,
Yes,
something
yeah,
like that.
so-
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it was either 14 or 16. One
Yeah,
of the two.
it's a big number, so WWE's getting lean. But anyway, let's back to the match. I grade that match 3.5.
That's the same I gave it. Same thing.
I give it a 3.
Yes. Okay.
I give it.
I think it was better than that, Chris.
Okay.
Because I'm just looking at the performance of Big E. I give him a B, and I give C to Apollo, and the outside of interference.
Your favorite part of the match.
That was a C plus.
That's your favorite. He loves outside shenanigans and chest shots.
See, I'm
What
a
in the
little
world,
bit different.
man?
I think
What makes you think I like that stuff, man?
You love the Horseman. That's enough said right there.
Man,
I do love the Horsemen too, though. So
Yeah,
I like the Horsemen,
and they
man.
was always jumping folk. and
They were
attacking
jumping folks, man, but I like them when they
interfering in people's
I like
matches.
them when they jump people, man, without using foreign objects. The majority of time that they jump people, they didn't use anything. They were just jumping people. Like I say, I never care for a match, man, where they go and get a chair or whatever. Unless it's something like a little bit off subject. Unless it's something like when Dusty Rhodes, the first time I saw him hit Big Bubba upside the head with the chair, and Big Bubba just stood there and just looked at him. That was hilarious, man. So something like that, yes, of course, I like that. But usually when somebody bringing in some foreign object, no. Now,
I'm sure these objects were made in the USA. I'm sure they weren't foreign. I'm sure they were made in the USA.
hey, it was a guy named Thunderfoot, called Thunderfoot. And then he had a partner called Thunderfoot 1 and 2. Now, I used to like his foreign object. It was in his boot. And
yeah, they tap the boot.
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
corner,
I
load
used
it
to
up,
love
load it
that, boy. He be loading it up. And then they like he's loading the boot. And then they try to get the guy to turn around and make sure he doesn't get, then he gets kicked in the neck and stuff like that.
That
I
made
like
absolutely no sense.
Yeah, Chris used
at
to crack
all.
up. Chris, what you say? You used to think some metal was in that
I thought
boot?
you had a pipe or something in there or something. I didn't know, man.
Yeah, it's like, I'm going to tap my foot 3 times in the corner and pretend I'm Dorothy from freaking Wizard of Oz. And then there's something magic is going to happen to my foot, and I'm going to kick a guy and win.
That was hilarious.
Yeah,
man.
that
I
was
used to love that.
yeah, that
You
was,
had to suspend all kinds of reality to buy into that
Oh
one.
yes, but a lot of people did though. I mean,
I was one of them. I was one of
So
them.
my favorite foreign object, to be quite honest, is the very simple roll of quarters.
Oh, okay.
So the roll of quarters in the hand, knock the guy out. If you have that special occasion and you can like open up the end, hit the guy, and let the quarters fly up
Yes.
in the air.
Yeah.
So I like the old-fashioned roll of
My
quarters.
favorite was, I don't know how this even hurt, but the taped brass knuckles.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you just see a piece of white tape across somebody's fist and it knocks you out. I'm like, what? Like, how do you get knocked out with tape? But yeah, that was my favorite. But yeah, so overall, what would you grade the match overall?
I gave it a 3+.
3.5.
Yeah, 3.5.
And I
3.5
give,
stars.
yeah, I give it a 3. So yeah.
Okay.
So I look at it this way. I liked, if you look at it individually and just the energy and the athleticism, I think Big E and Cedric both had a 4-star match.
Right.
Then the Aziz was a 3, so put together I got a 3.5.
Yes. Okay.
So next match was
Yo.
Carmella versus Liv Morgan.
I'm glad you said Carmella because that's another name I was getting a little
He was about to call
trouble
a car.
with.
He was about to call a CarMax.
You know, yeah, whatever.
He was about to call a CarMax.
But I kind of like that. I like, she comes out and, I'm the most beautiful woman in WWE, in Smackdown. She's bragging on herself. And
by the way, if you haven't noticed, which you probably haven't, the announcer Corey Graves,
yes.
that's his woman.
Oh, okay.
That she stole him from his wife.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you ever
That's
see,
real world stuff.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
real world. So if you actually ever see her matches and hear him talk,
Yeah,
he
because
gets all flustered and stuff.
Oh yes,
and-
he's all into that.
yeah.
Talking about it. But yeah, I mean, she's a nice looking woman, but
She's no Liv Morgan.
that's what I was about to say.
Man, you see the beak on that chick?
Man, I know, Chris. I was about to say some things about her face, man, but you know,
We're going to
jumped
talk
in
about
there.
women's faces here today.
Right, but I'm talking about her body. Body wise, she's okay. I mean, you know, I will give her a 7, but I don't think she's flawless as far as when you throw her face in there and so. But I mean, you know, she's an okay looking woman. I mean, she looks pretty. She looks pretty good. But that's what I was gonna say. I think Liv Morgan looked better or whatever.
yeah.
You know, I think she was a better looking woman. And she came out there and she did a job and she took care of business. Liv Morgan took care of business.
And Liv deserves this.
Yes.
She
She does.
deserves
Yes.
I loved Liv back in her Blue Tongue days.
Yes, with the Riot Squad and all that.
Yeah,
yes.
she was my favorite of the Riot Squad. Another group that really should have gotten a push and didn't. But
yes.
and Liv also, in my opinion, should have been the one because she went away for a while. They broke up the Riot Squad and they were trying to figure out what to do with Liv.
Mm-hmm.
And she was the one that I thought should have become Sister Abigail instead of taking the successful Alexa Bliss and her gimmick and turning it into something different.
Exactly.
Right, and that's another thing. I thought about that too when I said Liv. I said she actually should be doing that.
Mhm.
I mean, she came off better to me to represent that. I thought. But do you think she's gonna be able to get into the Money
in the Bank?
Money in the Bank now? Do you think they're gonna give her a shot at that now? Since she won the match and it's the second week in a row that she
Beat
second
Carmella?
time in a row that she beat Carmella.
History tells me no. History tells me they'll take her up to this level because I think the fans do like her.
Yeah.
Right.
And then they'll get her to this level. Then when it comes time for opportunity, they just give it to the. She could win like 25 consecutive matches, and then they'll say, "Okay, we're gonna give you a belt opportunity," and then they'll make her lose that one.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah, that's kind of sad. So, just kind of.
I hope I'm wrong. I really do.
Yes.
I-
She needs.
I love Liv.
Yeah, give
Yeah.
the one, give the lady a shot.
Now, I gotta say this. And fans, you can call me sexist. I don't give a damn. But you said you give Carmella physically a 7.
Yes.
How many
maybe the
bottles of
overall-
Jack Daniels you drinking?
Man, whatever, man. Overall, I give her a 7. You know, I mean, even a 7.5 when it comes to her overall picture. She's not a bad-looking lady, Chris.
She ain't ugly. I get it. Carmella's not ugly.
Yeah, if you got your eyes closed.
But if she take the makeup off,
We will just have to disagree to agree, or Harry and I will just agree that you're wrong.
right?
Oh, y'all gonna agree that I'm okay.
All right, Chris, what you think about it? I mean, give us the assessment that you have of this lady. Break it down, man.
I'm gonna tell
We
you two
want to
things. I'm
know.
gonna tell you two things. I'm gonna tell you 2 things. I'm gonna keep it very simple and short and sweet.
Does she look good from just the nose up?
No. And then on top of that, she's from Jersey.
Yeah,
Her
that's
accent
it's
is
horrible.
Yeah,
kills it.
yes.
Horrible.
And then on top of that, she's ugly. Strike 3. Get out of here.
All right, all you people,
I
everybody that's
said
listening
it.
to us
I
from Germany,
said it.
I mean from Jersey, forgive him. I mean, he knows what he doesn't know what he's doing.
Look,
He doesn't know what he's doing.
Look here. I want the smoke.
He says he want all the smoke, so bring it. So while you bringing it, make sure you hit like and share, and hit that,
And subscribe.
Ding, 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 notification bell.
yeah, and subscribe to us. But
I want to get on to track something here. Athleticism, Carmella. Tell me
Yeah.
about her athleticism.
Now, athleticism, she's got it. If you go on athleticism, she's got it. Liv, she's got it. Not as much as Carmella, but Carmella's got athleticism out the yin yang. I'll give her that.
and I
all
think
day
that's
long.
because her body has. It seems like her body's built to have a little bit more strength.
Yes.
But
She's more of a, I guess, not really a gymnastics because they're really short and tight, but she's
Mhm.
more flexible, professional dance, professional cheer
Yes.
type of
Almost
body.
like that Charlotte Flair build.
Yeah,
Yes.
a little less bulk, but the same
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
thing there.
So
And then Liv, she's got a softer body.
Yeah.
I mean
Yeah.
it's nice and it's very feminine, and she's able to still perform really well
Yeah, and put on good matches.
Yeah,
yeah, but
so-
she's got to work at it a little bit more as far as
Yes.
as far as getting her body to the point where she can match that type of strength. But I mean, she does well with what she has.
Absolutely.
So
she's not trying to be Shayna Baszler.
Right.
Her body isn't designed to be Shayna Baszler.
Yes.
But she does really well with the look that she's got.
yes, I think so, too.
Adaptation is key.
I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Adaptation is key.
Okay, but overall, what we're gonna give that match?
I give it a 3.5.
3.5. That's what I was thinking. Also, 3.5 stars.
3.
3.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay, so moving right along.
Yes.
Yeah.
Move along. Yes.
Okay, so one of the benefits with SmackDown is you don't have as many matches. All right, so
Yes.
so we get down to what I think really was the best match of the night: Jimmy Uso versus Dolph Ziggler.
Oh wow, man. Yes, that was a good match.
I've liked Dolph Ziggler for a long time. That guy sells and throws
Oh,
in
yeah.
some,
Oh, yeah.
throws in some bonus selling. Here's a bonus prize.
He's Shawn Michaels 2.0.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what I was thinking when I was
Yep, Shawn
watching the match.
Michaels 2.0.
And he's been around for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know, but
Him in the days of the, what was that, the cheerleading,
Oh yeah, the whole cheer group and that
yeah,
kind
the
of
cheerleading group, male cheerleaders.
stuff. Yeah, with the Cena rivalry, and then Cena squashed a couple of them in that
And then
group.
DX, and yeah, oh.
But I like Dolph Ziggler a lot. He put on I personally I think he generally puts on really good matches.
yes, he does.
Yeah,
Yes, he does.
yeah, he does.
I'm more surprised when he has a poor match than the reverse.
Right.
All right.
Exactly.
What I like about this match is Jimmy Uso. He come out and cause since he was trying to prove himself,
Yeah.
he come out and he was just fighting. He went at the match and man, he's punching, he's kicking, he's fighting, and Dolph Ziggler kept it as a wrestling match, and his moves was able to overcome that fight and
yeah. You
the
got,
fighting thing that Jimmy Uso
you-
was doing.
so you
which was
basically
pretty,
got-
which was pretty cool.
So you basically got the wrestler versus the brawler.
Right.
In this
But
sense.
Jimmy and Jay, I was not a big fan of them when they first came out.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
I felt they were limited.
Now, how far are you talking when they came out with Tamina? When they first came out?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. When they
Okay.
first, I hated the whole we say oos, you say oh thing. If you have to teach your fans how to chant, you're out. All right.
Right.
If you have to teach your fans how to
Yes.
chant, you're out. So that was my biggest beef. Like you come out there and telling people what to do just to get them over. It's just like it's.
But crazily, it worked. Because
Yeah.
people are mindless sheep.
People are mindless sheep. But
Hmm.
so that's my. But I think both of them have grown, and they've added more to their repertoire.
Yes.
And I like them now that they're mature wrestlers.
Yes.
Yes. Well, I don't know. I think Uso he presented himself well in that match, and to me, he should have made Roman proud. I don't know how much Roman is gonna accept this as that. Jimmy, you went in there. You didn't have your brother, but you went in there and you took care of business. You did your job, and that should give you a step up in my organization.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that actually done it or not. I thought Dolph was gonna win the match. Because Dolph, man, he's somebody to me that should be in the top echelon of the sport.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's been in the business a long time, and he has been up there.
Yeah, he's been a belt.
He's a
holder.
former
Yes.
former world champion.
Yeah.
Yes, but now at this time, with the state of the business, I think he should be one of these guys that they need to use to get wrestling back to where it needs to be, or to stay on top. They need to use Dolph like that.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't want that right now, and he wants to spend a little bit more time at home or doing other things. I don't know. But I think he should always be in the top. Well, at least right now. Within the next couple years, this
Top
man
20.
He should be.
I think he should be higher than that.
He should be one of the 10 guys in the top 5.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Wait.
I know what he's trying to do. So he's trying to say, we got a lot of these people that, because I mean, I was always naming some of the people that in the top 5, and remember when he said it seemed like we always got 10 people in the top 5
and
or whatever.
honestly, I'm not picking on you because
I know you're not.
I come up with people and I was like, oh yeah, he's a top 5 guy. He's
Yes.
and then when you get done counting how many
Yeah,
people you
80
said,
Oh,
you're
people
in
in
the
the top
top 5.
That's a lot.
So,
But yeah, Ziggler should always. I mean, he's a top 10 guy in my eyes. I mean, when it comes to his wrestling ability, the things that he can do,
He can go, man.
his performance.
oh, yeah, especially if you look, he's on SmackDown. He's a
Yeah.
SmackDown guy, and if you look at just the SmackDown roster, he should be right there.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, I think they're selling themselves short by keeping him where he's at right now. But
They just kind of take turns and rotate through.
yes,
Of
yeah, they
course,
do.
of
But
course.
man, yeah, Ziggler,
I give
should be
I
up
give
there.
that match
He-
4 stars.
Yes, I'll give it 4 stars, maybe 4. I'll give it 4.5. I mean,
I'll give it a
Give it
solid
4.5.
4. I'll give it a solid 4.
I mean, it was a really good match, man. I was really
I really like
I
this.
was really impressed.
This is where I think that the 0.5 comes in,
Mhm.
in my head and maybe in yours too. Before that match started, there was a little segment with Paul Heyman talking with Jimmy Uso.
Right.
All right. There's that little
Yes.
tease, that little,
Mhm.
encouragement, and there's no way that they could do that story with like Roman Reigns. It
No.
had
Right.
to be
No.
Paul
Yes.
Heyman. And
Yes.
so I like that little tease and encouragement and hype, and it just adds another level of depth to that whole,
Oh, yes.
head of the table
Yeah.
storyline they got.
Yeah,
going
because
on.
Jimmy said, he said, I'm gonna do it. I can prove it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna do it. And it really looked good, man. And then he went out there and he
It was a rocky moment.
he took that energy
It was a rocky moment.
that he had from that and he went in there and he
and
put it into the match.
and
man.
I forget, Jimmy
like-
is the younger brother by what, 8 minutes? Is that what they're saying?
Something like that. Yeah,
Something like
something
that.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the little brother. Show your I could live without that part of the story because
Yeah.
8 minutes,
It don't count.
it doesn't mean
Now,
anything.
I
like
say if you're an hour or more, okay.
if one guy shows up and he's Arnold Schwarzenegger and the second one is Danny DeVito from Twins, then yeah, that matters. But the two of them, 8 minutes, an hour, it didn't matter what they're raised the same, they look the same, they're built the same.
Yep.
8 minutes doesn't matter.
Okay.
But I like the match.
So we say
yeah.
4.5.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll give
Yes.
the highest so far.
Yes, yes.
So,
Okay.
We're at the cusp. We're at the cusp.
Yes.
Okay, so then let's talk about a guy I like, but a pointless segment in my mind: the coronation of Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yes.
I think that was a 4-minute
and that's your-
segment.
and that's your
That's
guy.
my guy.
That's
Is
your
a
guy.
4-minute segment roughly that was about 3.5 minutes too long.
Okay, say his name again.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Okay, Shinsuke Nakamura.
There we
you
go.
All right,
there you
man.
Go. All right. There you go.
But that was ridiculous. I mean,
Yeah.
it cracked me up, man. I like the guitar player a little bit better than I actually like when
Story about that guy.
Mm.
He was in NXT.
he used to be a wrestler, wasn't he? He is a wrestler.
He is a wrestler.
That's
he
what I
was
was
in
thinking.
He was in NXT. And he used to come out almost like in a Freddie Mercury kind of gimmick with an air guitar, and he used to scream like, ah! And he used to do all this crazy rock and
still
roll
kind of doing
stuff.
the same,
And
same
so
thing.
they basically took him, refined him, and put him with a real guitar.
Right.
And then they were like, oh yeah, since we really don't have nothing for you, we're gonna put you with this guy.
Well, it's a shame because
And he's a good athlete.
Walk with Elias could have done the same thing.
Good point.
So-
Good point.
But interesting. This is what threw me about that segment. The best part of that segment was actually Baron Corbin. It was Baron Corbin being defeated and walking away, and now you're like, what are they going to do with Baron Corbin? Is he going to get a change up?
Yeah.
Yes.
So now I'm interested in Baron Corbin.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Shinsuke, man, Nakamura, or whatever you want to call him. I don't know, man. He come out there. Yeah, he was in this. To me, he looked like a chef. He come out there, and, man. He came out there in this white suit. He come out there in that white suit, and then part of the sleeve was one of those sleeves that you unbutton.
Yeah.
Like he was a chef, man. I'm not gonna get any.
I'm
not
like
gonna
that
get any.
outfit. I was like, I need to
Oh,
buy
my
one
God.
of those.
I'm not gonna get any teriyaki sauce on my arm.
Is it
So-
the angled buttons, white shirt?
Yes.
Gold buttons.
Sushi rolls for everybody.
Man, that's what it looked like, Chris. I'm sorry. I thought it was at Canopy of Tokyo. Yeah. It just that's what it reminded me of. I'm going into
You thought he was gonna flip some shrimp in your mouth or something?
man. I don't know, but he got in there, man.
Sorry, Michael. I had to.
He
No,
got
it's
in.
all right, it's all right.
He got in there. He acted a fool.
I'm just thinking about,
Dancing
I'm
around
in
and-
your corner during your guys' cage match. I'm throwing some kendo sticks in his cage
Yes.
to help you out, Chris.
Hey, man, this has nothing to do with the man's race. It has nothing to do with that.
What you talking about? He look like a chef from Kemp.
He did, man. He
I'm not-
did.
That sounds a
I'm not
little
even
bit
taking-
racial to me.
I'm not even taking it as racial,
Man, if
to be
a-
honest. I'm just taking it as, that's my dude.
Oh,
right?
I
And
know.
That's the way I would like to dress when I perform.
And you can pull it off.
And you're dogging
But
me.
I'm
You're just
sorry.
dogging my
When
guy.
it comes to Asian wrestlers, I put them all. I compare them to
Great Kabuki.
the Great Muta. I compare them to Tenryu. I compare him to Antonio Inoki. Those type wrestlers. So I expect perfection when I see wrestlers. When I see wrestlers that come from Japan or Asian wrestlers, I just compare them to those guys because I've always liked my Japanese wrestlers or Asian wrestlers. And it's just when I see this guy, I'm like, you don't hold a candle to those guys.
This guy right here, never going to watch New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Thank you. Thank you.
I actually
thank
did.
you.
I actually ran across. I was on Direct TV and I ran across it probably about a year and a half ago. And I'm like, man, okay, I'm gonna get excited about this because I used to like New Japan when WCW and Jim Crockett Promotions used to pair with them. And even before they became World Championship Wrestling, when Flair used to go over there. What?
That was the bootleg version of New Japan.
I-
and Michael can agree to that.
Well, you can call it the bootleg version of it, Chris, but I followed it a good bit. Just because they're big, they're not a bigger promotion than what they were back then. Back then, they averaged 60,000 fans a show back then.
They still do. Tokyo Dome.
Well, but I'm just saying they didn't have as many wrestlers as they have now, and they had bigger. The names were bigger. The guys, they had Tatsumi Fujinami and people like that. It just they had bigger names. The promotion was better because like Inoki almost killed it. He almost killed it.
Oh,
And
I
then he
know.
had to sell it off and all that. So don't come to me acting like New Japan today is better than what it was when WCW was used to partner with them, or when Jim Crockett Promotions used to partner with them, because it wasn't.
All I'm saying is,
it's
I'm
not.
saying is that the Japanese wrestlers that you're talking about and that style, gone.
I know it is.
Right?
Of
It's
course
gone.
it is.
So
Yeah.
so that's why I'm saying you're not going to watch New Japan Pro Wrestling, and you're not going to like any Asian wrestlers that come to the WWE, because there's going to be more Ultimo Dragon types, and there's going to be Inoki types. All right,
Well-
you got Strong Style, which is Kensuke Nakamura, and you don't like that. There's Japan is weird.
I
all
used to
right?
like.
Japan is
I liked
weird.
Ultimo Dragon. I liked him. I liked him. Okay, and it's some other ones that have that style.
His 30 title belts.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of them that have that style that I like. So it's not that I just don't like just Shinsuke or whatever his name is. I don't like him. Okay, and it's somebody else in the AEW or WWE that's Asian. I do like. I can't think of the name right now, but I've seen somebody else recently that I do like. That's an Asian wrestler. I don't know who it was. It might be in Ring of Honor. I don't know. But it's somebody else I do like. I just don't like this guy. I don't know.
Stop Asian hate.
He took out Baron Corbin, man. So that right there, I like Baron Corbin. So that right there, that's probably why I do not like Shinsuke right now.
Okay.
Right now. But see, I really haven't seen
Baron Corbin, the master
Shinsuke
of monotone.
except for one match. So just give him a chance to grow on me, man. You know, he might grow on me.
I'm interested. I'm going to give Baron Corbin a chance. I'm interested in seeing what he comes back at.
Yes, because the King Corbin thing ran for a long time.
The Lone Wolf thing was dumb, and then they found dumber with the King Corbin thing. So he needs a makeover. So
So
you know,
we went
all you
from
Avon
dumb,
ladies and
dumber.
everything like that.
The only thing I can see is next is dumbest.
Yeah. Dumberer. All right, so that was. I think we talked way too much probably about that thing. Got off things. So
All right, commercial's over. Y'all can come back.
yeah, you come back. So the next little thing was after the Rollins mixed tag match. They did a little thing backstage, and he said he should be next in line for the Universal title against Roman Reigns.
Yes. I like that. That actually intrigues me, but I don't think he should be next in line. I think he should have to go.
Then who would you put next in line?
I'm not actually sure. Chris,
I know who I would put next in line
who's that?
because I
Cesaro?
love conflict. No,
Do tell.
I would put
Nakamura.
Jey Uso.